got to feel in heaven when my lover's near. Lord, let this moment last for another year. Though today has ended, the night's still young, I'd say. Lover, don't go away. Let it be the thing that I am longing for. Let's fly out from Manhattan to the California shore, just to watch the ships at night on the San Francisco Bay. Oh, lover, please, please stay. Don't say you have to go. Don't say you need to run. Stop the clock on Central Station and we can have a drink downtown. Let it be the night that I am longing for. Let's fly down south to Austin or to Ecuador, just to drink pina colada on a hot, wet summer's day. Oh, lover, please, please stay. Yeah!
Now.
Is that anything?
How about now? Can you hear us now? Hi. Can you hear me now?
Is it working? Yay! Yeah, we are. Hang on. Let me just go.
I think that works now. Sorry,
to
folks. New year, new tech problems.
Let's see what's going on. Yeah, there we are.
Hi.
We have audio. We have video. Let's go to the right camera.
We have a left camera.
There we are. Yay!
Hi.
What happened there? I have no clue.
No clue.
Yeah, that's weird. The program that we use all the time for the camera has been just nothing but problems the last 2 times we've used it, and I don't know why. So I'm a little bit
thumbs down.
Might mean time to look at new camera options.
Maybe.
Hi everybody, welcome to Stir Crazy. I'm the Divine Danny D.
I am Elle Diabloe.
And we finally got the whole thing working.
Hooray!
Yes, you look gorgeous, by the way.
Oh, thank you. I
love this.
I feel like a larger version of a smaller.
You don't look like you look like a hot Suzanne Summers.
Oh, well, thank you.
Or like you're like a cross between.
We're frozen again.
I don't know why.
I don't know why.
All right. Go to the chat cam.
Go to the chat cam. Hi, friends. It's me on the chat cam. While Danny D tries to figure out why we keep losing our camera. 'Tis odd. We do not know why.
I'm restarting this machine.
How's everyone going? What's going on? We're going to move our like little hello and how are you up till now so that we can fix our tech problems and I can just have a private moment alone with you. So, what's happening? Did everybody have a nice New Year's?
Why are you asking them questions?
I'm asking them questions.
Tell about your New Year's.
Oh, we had we had New Year's.
You ask questions and they can't answer for
well,
like
they can
2 minutes.
answer in the chat.
Yeah, but not for like until they get it, which might be a few seconds later.
I understand. They can still formulate answers.
Huh?
Yeah, I made meat mansions for New Year's. 2 of them. That was tons of fun.
What's a meat mansion?
A charcuterie shack, a pepperoni palace, if you will, a kielbasa crib. I turned a lot of cheese and there's a camera upload situation happening here.
Yep,
I turned lots of meat and cheese into works of architecture. And yeah, so that was our New Year's. Made a lot of that, didn't eat a lot of it, surprisingly. I find when you work on projects like that, like once you're done with it, you're done. So yeah, that was our New Year. And you, Maureen says it was quiet. I think everyone's New Year's was pretty quiet.
Well, theoretically,
theoretically,
it's supposed to be.
In principle, that was kind of what they told us to do. Yeah, I'm sorry I'm not more woo. This is causing me a little anxiety. You know, I don't like it when things aren't perfect.
Yeah,
but part of my 2021 is going to be trying to accept the things I cannot change. So yeah, I'm going to the main cam.
No, don't go to the main cam,
I'm not
please.
going anywhere.
You know, it's time for me to fix.
All right.
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Bye, everybody.
Are we going there?
We're going here.
Oh.
Cancel. Oh. And we're going here. Refresh. Reconnect. Refresh. Boom. There we go.
Here we are.
Let's take a look at that. Well, that's working, and I'm just going to make a couple of adjustments.
All right,
you keep
cool.
talking to them.
We're back in the regular sphere. Whatever that means. We have no idea what's going on with the camera. It's giving us serious grief, I swear. But yeah, if you're joining us for the first time, I am Elle Diabloe. The man on his way back here is the Divine Danny D.
Hi, I'm the Divine Danny D.
We are coming,
I think we got this working.
Coming live to you from Montreal.
Yes.
In Canada.
Yes. We have
the COVID.
The COVID capital of
Canada.
CCC. If you've never been, I just don't like that. Hang on, it's a little low.
It's okay, but if you touch it, maybe it's all you're gonna like.
No, it's not how things work. That's literally how nothing in the planet works.
The sweater will unravel. Sweaters work like that.
Yeah,
sweaters work like that.
They don't work like that. They're broken if they work like that.
Well, they unwork like that.
So that's not how they do work. That's definitely how sweaters don't work that way.
But if you pull the
technically, you put your head on them and your arms through them.
You don't put your head on them. You put your head in them.
This is the weirdest argument I've ever had with a human being about how sweaters work.
It wasn't really about how sweaters work.
It was about how sweaters work. Don't take it away from me. Okay. Tell us, everybody, it's working okay?
It was working okay for 2 minutes.
Seems to be okay, working. I'm just going to check. Seems to be working over here. Just double checking how everybody is. Double checking how everybody is. Yes.
Yeah.
It looks good.
Groovy.
Scripting on Twitch for a second. Twitch went all wonky on me today, too. I don't know what's going on with the computer.
The internet.
The internet went all weird on me today.
Broken. You broke the internet.
Yeah, I did. A little bit.
Yeah.
So, all right, there we go. Twitch seems to be working as well.
Minus oh yeah, okay, I'm moving. I have movement.
You have movement.
I move.
We have movement.
I am dynamic.
Let's just keep going with the assumption. I did. For anybody who works in tech, it's not a joke. If it doesn't work, turn it off and turn it on again.
As a
most
first
of the
step,
time, most of the time, that will fix your problem.
Good to know.
It's excellent.
Most of the time.
Most of the time.
Except for right now.
Oh, son of a bitch! Well, I don't know how to fix this now. I really don't know what to do. We'll talk.
I'm going to talk. Sorry. I'll come back over to the chat cam. Sorry, friends. It's me again. We're not sure what's going on. And I don't know that we can, do a whole show through the chat cam, but we're working on it. Yeah. What else? COVID capital of Canada. That's where we last left off with. I don't know. I don't want to get all serious. I feel like I say that at least once every 3 weeks in the pandemic. But I don't want to get all serious. But I don't like this curfew nonsense. I don't like it. I don't understand it. It doesn't make good bon sens in my brain. I don't think, it does. I spoke to one of my friends who's a frontline worker, and she was like, it's not about the virus, it's about the people who need a break and need to clean and need to do whatever. But I don't know. As someone who smokes outside, now granted I have a patio, like they were saying today that if you need to go have a cigarette, do it before 8 o'clock, because after that you're not allowed to step outside your building to smoke. And that seems a little excessive, I think. Thoughts? Anyone? You're just going to leave me to pontificate here by myself? No? Yay? Nay? All right, fine. We'll move on to the next topic of conversation.
Hey there.
Or I'm going to have to move out of the way so that you
can
come back
and fix it one more
again.
time. I don't know how to deal with this if I don't know how to fix it. We're gonna fuck. I'm getting, this is vaguely reminiscent of
last January? Or no, not last January. June, when we did our first Stir Crazy After Dark, and our tech just didn't want to work. I don't know what's happening, friends. Especially not me. Like I can do the food stuff, but when the computer stuff doesn't work, I'm like, I have nothing of positive contribution to offer to the tech.
Seems it's going to hold up for about 10 seconds, and then it'll be fine.
All right, let's
I can't even tell if the chat
It's working now.
It's working now. I know it's going to work.
Working
it's going to work
for like
2
minutes,
seconds, and then
it's
going to stop, and I don't know why.
We don't know there's a ghost in the machine.
That's working here. That's working there. That's going this way.
Seems to be working, but every time he comes back here, it seems to be working. So maybe I just have to host the show all by myself tonight, and Dan can stay behind the camera, because I'm joking. That would be boring for everybody. Hey.
I don't know what's going on.
You know what? Let's try making a drink. I think everybody needs a drink. And,
I don't have time to. I can't think of making a drink even right now. Okay. We're back.
We're back.
Let's assume this is going to work.
Assume we're going to work. It's going to work. I'm going to continue to look over here to see when I freeze.
Yes.
But
Mo, it's okay. Let's deal with where we are today, because this is a very, very telling thing, and what I blame all this technical stuff on. Are Trump supporters.
I was going to say Parler. Parler
Trump supporters did this to the internet. They broke the internet for a bit. They broke everything. So we thought, this decade, we're just 4 days into this decade?
No, we're 6 days in.
6 days into this decade, and it's already the worst. Like, of all the decades, that I have lived through.
The first 6, you're going to already call 2021. That's dangerous.
The worst
man.
decade so far, I'm saying. Like, I'm basing it on the first 6 days of every other decade I've lived in.
Last year was, well, yeah.
We're talking decades. We're not talking.
Yeah.
So last decade, I don't even know where I was.
It's probably better that way.
I don't know where I was. No, but so we decided we're going to go to a whole other decade. A decade that was...
A kinder, gentler time.
I don't know if it was kinder, gentler.
was
I think
not.
it was a more oblivious time.
Yes.
I think that was its...
Full of different drugs.
That was its charm.
Yes.
Is its obliviosity.
And disco.
And disco. Lots of disco.
I was going to go full disco tonight, but it's hard to cook.
I love this. Like I say, this looks very, very... it's a cross between Suzanne Summers or Janet. It's like Janet or... What was her name? Chrissy from Three's Company. Then a little bit of Marsha Brady thrown in. That's what I'm saying. And they're all 70s, all great. I'm going for straight up Monty Hall fabulous. Well, but late, maybe more Wink Martindale, but like some kind of 70s game show host. It's really just Divine Vanity. It's all. It's really all I am. Just dressing like myself.
Well, we like it. We like how you do dressing.
I'm just going here. I'm just pure panic right now.
It's okay. I'll just keep moving the whole show, so you know.
Just so we know. This is how the show's the most seasick
like you
show
did
in
acid.
the world.
Oh, it's very 70s. No, it's perfect. It's perfect.
Yes. So we're going to dine the decade.
We're going to dine the decade.
The 70s. Last time we dined the decades, we did the 20s.
Yes.
We had some lovely Prohibition cocktails.
And some Waldorf salad.
Yes. But it's the 70s. It's the height of suburban culture.
I think the 70s was the height of suburban
I think,
culture.
well, maybe the
60s?
80s. Maybe the 80s. I think the 80s may have been the height of suburban culture, like the pinnacle of like ultimate suburban culture. And then people realize, ooh, suburbs. I don't know about that. But the 70s was that. I think the younger people that were sort of in the 60s now going, we're going to settle down. We're going to have some kids.
Make a lot of things with Jell-O.
Make a lot of things with Jell-O. And the cuisine reflected this combination of experimentalism and tradition.
Tradition. Yes.
Yes, it was all Jewish food.
No, but there was a very, actually you said it's all Jewish food and new, but there was a very large obsession as well with a lot of Hawaiian, like a lot of Hawaiian, misappropriated Hawaiian.
Yes.
Like bokoops, like a lot of pineapple stuff, like a lot of pineapple.
A lot of pineapple things.
Yeah.
It was very pineapple-y.
There's also very like Kraft cheese and Hellman's, like brand product.
Yeah.
Heavy on recipes, you know.
Yeah.
You know?
You know?
You know what I mean?
Sorry,
you
just
know?
quickly fixing the...
I understand what's going on.
There we are. We're going to go with that. We're going to...
So, we are cooking tonight, though, because there was a lot of ethnic stuff happening, and I went through recipes and recipes and recipes.
We're not doing fondue.
We're not doing fondue, but I had a great idea about potentially doing a fondue party.
Fondue party would be cool.
Socially distanced fondue party,
That might be
Elle
interesting.
Stir Crazy.
That might be interesting.
We'll talk about that at some later date. But so in my mad recipe hunt, there was a lot of meatballs.
A lot of meatballs?
A lot of Hawaiian meatballs with like, again, pineapple and like barbecue stuff. But then a lot of focus on the IKEA Swedish meatball. Mm-hmm. So tonight, in honor of the 70s and IKEA and the Swedish chef, I am going to do Swedish meatballs.
Swedish meatballs? That's fantastic. I love a good Swedish meatball.
Why did
I know you could do that? You can't say Sweden. I feel bad for Sweden because you cannot say Sweden nowadays without somebody doing a, I think, racist impersonation.
Is it possible if it's the Swedish chef, though? It's right there in his name. He's Swedish.
But is he? Because I'm sure he's not actually speaking Swedish. Either that or he's got a Swedish with a very bad speech impediment.
But that's maybe what it is, and now you've made him feel bad.
Well, he's a puppet. He has no feeling. I am so upset about this. I'm so upset that people put too much bearing on the feelings of the Muppets. It's a thing I have an issue with.
I don't know, man.
And to drink.
Yes, what are we drinking?
What do we drink? Well, the 70s was a great drink decade. I will say that because you had sort of the end of the cool 60s culture, with a little bit of that party culture that still was existing in the early 70s. In the late 70s, you had disco, so there was a lot of fun things that came out of that. You had this obsession with the tropics that became a big thing, so there was a lot of tropical drinks and things like that. So I wanted to do, I don't think we could have done the 70s without doing at least 2 drinks. So we're going to do 2 drinks. One is a classic, one of the most popular drinks of the 70s that nobody drinks anymore.
Okay.
There's a big trend towards 2-ingredient cocktails. 2 boozy cocktails, something often a very sweet with a standard spirit.
Cool.
So we are going to do with a cocktail, which is a fantastic 70s cocktail called The Godfather.
Godfather.
It was basically inspired by the movie The Godfather, where Marlon Brando does drink whiskey throughout the movie when you've generally seen. So they do a drink that has whiskey with a little bit of Italian inspiration.
Does it come with a horse head in it?
It does.
Yay!
It does. And then,
I love horses.
what would the 70s be without a blender drink? So as you can see, we have the trusty blender out. We're gonna make some blender drinks. We haven't
Just
done
what you
blender
need
drinks.
in time for winter.
Ah, yes. Let me see. There we go. Things are happening. This is all seems to be holding now. I just want to quickly check to make sure this is working. Here, let's see if you can. This works.
Hello.
Oh, you're there and everything. Look
Here's
at
me
that.
and everything,
All the
and
things.
everything.
One thing seemed to be go down today, and it threw me off. And you know how well I handle it when things throw me off.
Oh, both of us. We take turns on this show, having mini meltdowns.
There was a mad panic. You misplaced one of your AirPods.
Oh my God.
Just before the show started, and it was a mad panic because we figured it had probably got into the garbage. So it's
Which
both
it
of us rifling through garbage trying to find one AirPod.
Which we did.
Yeah.
Yay!
We're bad at that.
I did it on purpose.
Plus, we have entries, amazing 70s entries from Kingpin.
Yay!
Kingpin kind of inspired this look today a little bit.
Is that jacket from
This
Kingpins?
jacket is from Kingpins. Yes, it is. Plus, some fabulous weirdness from Butterscotch Blondie, our sexy woman.
Sexy woman.
Chef Duy-An is back. He's been away.
He's been off for a while.
He's been off for a while. We haven't seen him.
Honing his Jello skills. Yeah.
We haven't seen him. Speaking of which, I want to thank everybody who also joined us for the Sturkey Crazy
Oh, well,
show.
I was gonna get
Oh,
there when
well,
you were
sorry.
done introducing all of tonight's.
Oh,
segments.
sorry, but let me. I forget I said that. I take it back. And we didn't really have any 70s music. It's really hard to have 70s music because nobody would give us 70s music. But luckily, Ben Cardilli has a song that already has a very 70s feel about it. So Ben Cardilli is here again today.
Yay!
And
a big thank you to anybody who joined us on Christmas Eve for Sturkey Crazy.
Sturkey Crazy was fun.
Anyone who donated meals, anybody who purchased meals. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, we made $200.
$200 to Chez Doris.
Chez Doris, which is amazing. It was a great time. It was a very different way of doing it. If you didn't have a chance to join us, hopefully you'll do it next time we do something like
What do
this.
you mean next time?
We might be doing something some point. We just haven't.
I have a plan.
We'll talk about that
later.
soon. Something new coming up to you to do.
Stay tuned.
Where are we at? How far off are we?
Oh,
look at that. We're bang on. We're not. We're off. But that's okay. We're going to do this now. Shall we make?
Yes, please make
Let's make a cocktail.
My levels are, I have not had a drink in like
You have
2.5
not had a
to
drink.
3 days.
Your levels are off, did
My
you
levels
say?
are low, yeah.
All right. Well, I'm going to grab that. You just chat to the people for 2 seconds.
Hi, chatting with the people for 2
Because
seconds.
I realized I forgot to get some glasses.
Oh, no.
So heaven.
What
I don't want to even work on
doing?
that. What am I doing?
I don't know.
Don't know what I'm
I don't know
doing.
what's going on.
Pull it together, Dorkson. Pull it together.
Pull it together, Divine Danny D.
Oh my golly, I
You see
outed
what I gotta
myself.
put up with?
There we are.
You wonder why I drink. Actually, I'm telling you, I haven't. Yesterday, it could have gone either way at about 5:30 yesterday afternoon. I was like, either you open a bottle of wine and just surrender to the reality of life. But I just didn't even want to. That's when you that's when you know it's bad. When I'm like, I don't even think I could handle drinking right now.
All right, we are going to make a Godfather.
Okay.
Now, the Godfather, super simple drink. One of those classic 2-ingredient drinks from the 70s. It was literally, the more you read about it, it is one of the most popular drinks that came out of the 70s, and now nobody touches it because this trend of the 2 flavor, especially cocktails that require Scotch.
Well, people get a little bit funny about Scotch cocktails.
People get very funny, but I thought, well, let's try that. Let's try this. I want to see what it's like. I've never actually had one. I thought, let's give it a shot. And it's so simple. Let's do it this way. First of all, we want to get our glasses a little bit chilled. So we're going to put the big cubes in.
Les gros cubes.
Yes.
We're going to pull up some ingredients as well.
Yes, let's do that. Oh, you got to push the button. There you go.
I disappeared.
Yeah, you disappeared. So it's 2 ingredients. It's 2 ounces of whiskey. In this case, we're using an Arbelor. It's a gift from some lovely people. And ½ an ounce of amaretto. This gives it the Italian element, thus the Godfather. Oh. For people who don't know, amaretto is an almond liqueur. Really nice. If you really like amaretto, which I do, this one here, Avril, which is a Quebec amaretto, I love this. It's one of my favorite amarettos I've ever had. It's a sweet liqueur, but it's not ridiculous. So let's try that. So what we're going to need for this, besides our 2 spirits, a mixing glass. This is a simple mixing glass. We need ice. And I like to pour that over a big cube. You don't want that to get too diluted. We're going to get some dilution already by stirring it, but not a ton. So, first things we're going to do. Oh, you know what I also forgot to grab?
What did you forget to grab?
Son of a gun. I'm really bad today. I feel off. I feel akimbo.
Akimbo?
I feel a little akimbo.
You spiritually akimbo?
Something. All right, so we're going to do.
I'm going to go overhead.
Sure, if you want, go overhead. So for this, for each of these, boom, here we go. Brrr, boom, let's see what works. We're going to do 2 ounces of whiskey, Scotch whiskey is the preference. I like something a little peatier than this for the drink, I think. Like when I was testing it out. But this is not bad. This will give it a nice, little spicier flavor. If you go for a blend whiskey, you're going to get a little bit brighter notes to it. Where this might actually be also really nice is something lighter, like a Japanese whiskey. Now, to those 2 ounces of Scotch whiskey, we are going to add ½ an ounce of amaretto.
Foie deux.
For 2.
Times 2.
Yeah. There we go.
Deux, not for 2. Foie deux, times 2.
Well, it is for 2.
Yes.
All right, and then we're going to, you want to go to the main? Because you're going to be dancing in a second here.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to fill this up with some ice. And we're going to give this a stir, probably about 30 or 40 revolutions.
30 or 40? Jeebus. I could go faster.
Nope, too many crickets. Little tip away.
It's all gone, Peter.
What's going on here today? That's weird. Well, hopefully that won't go. If the tip of your stir stick goes into your drink,
don't drink it.
Don't drink it. That's it's not good for you. In fact, it can give you COVID. That's how they got the COVID in the 70s.
In the tip?
Right at the tip.
Right at the tip.
You get COVID from the tip. All right, so that's in there. Let's strain it to make sure that the end of our stir stick doesn't go in.
Just having a quick...
And we're just going to quickly pour that over a nice big block of ice. This is going to give us, it's a nice, there we go, boop, boop, boop. And we'll just balance that off.
Oh, merci.
And there. And of course, you want, actually, I'll get fish out the end of my.
I see it.
I'll fish out the end of my. That was a weird thing I've never had to thought of. Oh, is this going to be one of those games?
Yep.
Whack-a-mole. Oh, my golly. There we
Going
go.
so well tonight, friends.
All right. This is how you know it's live. Because
it's perfect.
It's perfect. You wouldn't do this on purpose. All right. And now, to finish that off, we're going to add...
fancy cherries?
Add some fancy cherries. Add a fancy cherry. Just want to get one with the stem still on it.
You're going to tie it with your tongue?
No, just makes it easier to pick up.
Oh.
So put that in there.
I thought we were going to have a Twin Peaks moment.
No. I know no little people.
What? Oh.
There we are.
touch them all.
Trying to get that. Well, that's what I was trying not to do. Glad you brought it up to embarrass me. All right. There we have the Godfather. Scotch whiskey, little amaretto, cherry to pop it off. Very 70s. This looks like a 70s cocktail.
It does.
To me.
It's
Looks
the
a
color.
Very... Mm-hmm. Oh, that's actually not bad. That's surprisingly good because the amaretto is sweet, but it doesn't dominate in any way. It adds just that enough hint of almond to me.
Enough hint of almond?
It doesn't come off as sugary, it comes off as almondy. I actually quite like that. That is a surprise. I am a little bit of a Scotch purist. I think if you're drinking Scotch for some reason, I don't mind it with almost any other whiskey, but for some reason, Scotch is one of those ones that very rarely do you add to it.
Doesn't need anything.
And that's not that there's not some great Scotch cocktails out there. And I think this may be the very first Scotch cocktail we've done.
But I almost feel the same way about, for different reasons, vodka. Like a lot of people use vodka as the base as their mixer because it doesn't taste like anything, and I just like it because it's perfect on its own.
But that's the thing about vodka, though, is if you're making a cocktail, having that one really neutral spirit makes it very flexible. Now, it's also, as you'll notice, it is probably the ingredient we've used the least of all the spirits. We've used more bourbons and more rye and
Because people
gin.
don't tend to do, I find that it's...
Well, you want your spirit to add some flavor, right?
But I also find, like, I drink Tito's on the rocks with lime because I find it does have flavor. It has the Tito's flavor, you know? Like, whereas I don't drink, let's say, I don't know, name a crappy rail vodka, like a Smirnoff. I won't drink that straight. Like, that's a cocktail vodka, you know, if you're going to make a cocktail. But, like, I find that people just do vodka with a juice. You know, vodka orange, vodka cran, vodka fresca. Not that fresca's.
But brown,
juice.
you'll get sodas. You'll get more sodas are common. I don't mind this. Again, which is funny, though, because this is one of the few Scotch, maybe the first Scotch cocktail we've made. And we'll be making a vodka cocktail later on today.
So there you go.
So we are dealing with those things. There we are, the Godfather. 2 ounces of Scotch, half an ounce of amaretto. Add a cherry to garnish.
And a whole bunch of fun.
And if your tip falls off, it's even better.
Yeah.
You want to have a question?
We can have a question.
So it's one question time?
Let's ask the people the question.
All right. So it's for those people who are maybe here for the first time. We have every week we like to get people engaged with what's going on. So this week we do that by asking questions.
Yes.
We want to hear what you guys have to say in the chat. This week's question was a little hard for me. I wasn't sure exactly what to ask.
You could have asked me, and I could have helped.
Yeah, but you were busy too. So I was just doing stuff, just going. But it's all right. I have some good questions, I think. Took it a little bit. But this is the whole thing. What is the most 1970s food you can think of? If you had to eat, like if you go, oh, that dish is so, like, to me, if somebody makes a casserole is very 50s. Casseroles are 50s.
But I think casseroles were also 70s. Like when I think of like a green bean casserole, that kind of strikes me as a very 70s thing. To me, it was a lot of like, again, wannabe exotic attempts at food, you know?
Yeah, no, I think I've just noticed we got hit a little burst of activity. It's going over on Twitch. Hello, everybody. There's some people who are flooding into here. Hi, everybody. Wow, this is great. Welcome to the channel, everybody over on Twitch for the follow. It's very nice to meet you all. For me, like I said, I think the castles are very 50s thing. Yeah. Just like I say, a gimlet. A gimlet is a very 50s thing to me. But fondue has got to be, to me, the
70th?
most 70s thing, because I can't think of something that really sort of, when you pull that out, you go, and it's almost all fondue pots are orange. You know what I mean? When you see something that's orange or the avocado green.
Yeah.
Those are good ones. That one's, I think. The other thing I think is very 70s when it comes to food, and this is a very personal thing. This is very much because of my mother. Food cooked in a wok.
Okay, I was gonna say cheese logs. Cheese logs.
We don't have a lot of cheese
balls.
logs.
Like that's so 70s. Like take some like Kraft cheese or like Philly and just cover it in, spices or nuts or dried fruit or something that never looked good at all. Hi to friends on Twitch.
All the people from Twitch. Hi, everybody who's coming in from Twitch. Hi, how are you? Hope you're having good.
Don't call me names, Mark Brennan.
Come in, welcome, come in. We're going to make some food. We just finished making a lovely drink.
Yes, we did.
We're going to make some great food. What do you guys think? What is the most 70s food that's out there? Let's see what everybody has to say over here. What do we got? Let's go. Wow, it just blasted off. There was a lot of people going with this. I don't know who PPP is, but it's. I feel very old right now when I look at a GIF, little GIF or an icon, and I don't know what that means. But thank you very much from all of you lovely people. Dante PP, Aldrich Lay, Ariel 4570. My God, there's so many.
So many of y'all all of a sudden.
Oh, so good, so good. What else? Hello from Chateau Cruz 01. Hello.
What's cooking? Good looking.
Everybody at Twitch needs to be recognized right away.
Right away.
Please notice me. Notice me. Thank you for the follow, Fredo. Fredo follows us. That's very appropriate. Just after we drank the Godfather. We are ingleses. Like
we are. We speak English. So that's.
I was wondering if were
they Iglesias?
Iglesias?
Is that what you were thinking? No, I don't think so.
That would have been awesome. Yeah. Something made with Kraft products from Ruby Rose. That is 70s. Do you remember? Do you remember when in the 70s on CBC?
I was born in the 70s.
Well, I think 70s and maybe 80s, but I don't know if this is the 70s. For anybody who's a little bit older, in the 70s, CBC would always have the Kraft little cozy ads. There was always like a Kraft caramel recipe that would come up. It was like,
I don't remember.
Those were great. I thought they were so. You know how you feel about like hinterland moments and all those like.
No, they're not hinterland moments. They're part of our heritage.
No, there's the hinterland moments about the animals.
Oh, I never remembered the hinterland
that's very
moments.
70s. Hinterland moments are very 70s.
See, and I was part of our heritage. I'm a little bit younger than.
There we go. Wait,
a little bit younger than you.
What foot? Best scan on I don't. Got some French coming in, or is it Spanish? That one looks French, but this looks Spanish.
Yeah,
you speak both, don't you? So.
Yes, but I don't speak anything when I'm put on the spot. You've noticed that. I just
they're from Spain. Everybody's from Spain. Well, hello from Spain.
Hola, ¿qué tal?
Welcome.
We're from Canada.
Audrey says any Jello meal food with olives and shrimp. Anything with Jello is. I don't know. Jello was 60s and 70s. It's early 70s to me.
But I think it's a question of like what went into the Jello, because somebody said Mark said aspic is something also.
Aspic is a very.
It was the cheese. Me too. Cheese is, cheese.
Who doesn't like cheese? What is this channel cooking about?
We're doing tonight. We're talking about 70s food and cocktails, and we're going to have some other stuff going on. There. So yeah,
let's see what's going on.
Let's go back.
Making sure everything's going. We're lagging a little bit. What's going on here? We're going to get out of here.
There we go.
Let's go. We're fine here. I want to see what's going on. We're not dropping any frames. Let's go back over here. All right, we're back over here. I don't want to see what's going on while you talk to them.
I'm actually going to start setting up a little bit so I can make some Meatballs. That's what we're making tonight, friends.
We're having some issues.
We are making some Swedish meatballs, a la like IKEA styles. This is not an IKEA recipe. And as much as I was trying to do the like 70s shove it down, I'm just going to step off for 1 second and not get hair in the food.
I'm just trying to figure out why we're lagging a little bit
because
here.
we had so many peeps all of a sudden.
Yeah, we got just flooded
Excuse
over
me.
on Twitch. But I just want to see what's going
I saw
on.
my sexy overalls. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, friends, in this bowl, I have a pound of ground pork and a pound of ground beef. And as soon as Danny D is done doing what he's doing, we'll go overhead, perhaps.
You're not getting. We're not doing anything at all right now.
Oh, I'm just going to keep talking.
You keep talking because nothing is happening at all.
Just in case someone can hear us, I am going to chop an onion because I had to do that. So yeah. If you can hear me, I'm chopping an
Audio's
onion.
working.
If you can see me, you know I'm chopping an onion. I'm trying to think of how to do like ASMR. Is that it?
Yeah,
with
ASMR?
onion chopping.
Oh yeah.
Now I'm going to chop my onions.
Onions are being chopped right about now.
It's
so good.
It's so good when the onion is crunchy, crunchy, crunch.
Just trying to see if I can figure out what's going on in here.
Just any attempt at keeping you guys entertained as I chop. Clearly, I don't listen to a lot of ASMR. I have no idea, but yeah, I'm just chopping up some onions. That's what I'm doing. Danny D is frantically trying to figure out technology. And not really sure what you guys are doing. Dreaming about 70s food, I'm assuming.
Why are we not streaming?
I don't know what happened. Are we? I see us. I'm moving and
Yeah, but that has nothing to do with it.
But
I don't think. Well, there we are.
Are we here?
Now we're here.
Now we're here?
I don't know why it's.
I don't know what happened.
I'm just trying to figure out what's going on here. I don't know why it's not. This is weird, man. This has all been so good for so long, and I don't know why.
New year, new tech problems, right? Right?
But that makes sense when you have only old tech. But I don't know why. Our bit rate is really, really, really low.
Maybe it's because of all of the Twitch. I don't know.
That
I have no idea.
Well, that doesn't have anything to do with the other place. That's.
Je ne sais pas. I'm making up things.
Yeah, you're trying to answer things that I don't know what's
Well,
happening.
nobody even asked a question, so I'm trying to answer questions that haven't even been asked yet. Crazy.
Our internet has gone
Crazy.
completely shibooey is what it is.
So yeah.
Here we go. We're coming
I'm
back.
gonna
I can
keep
see it
chopping.
coming back up.
Gonna keep chopping. Chopping. That's what we're doing. I don't know. I literally have no idea if anyone can hear us, see
Yeah,
us.
people can't. Well, they can't see very well, but they could hear it.
Okay, that's
I don't.
cool.
I'm just trying to figure it out, sweetheart.
I know. No, I'm not. I'm just trying to explain to the people. Like, I'm not sure if you're there or you're not there. So I'm not wasting all of my best vamping on you because I don't even know if you can hear me.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on here. This has just gone to crap.
All gone P-Tong, friends. I've said that twice this episode, clearly. Yeah. I'm missing the UK.
It's coming out of here all right, but it's not.
Qu'est-ce qui se passe, les amis? On coupe les oignons.
I don't know what you're expecting to happen here. You're asking questions. I'm like,
No,
I wish I could answer you what's going on.
I'm not asking you to. I'm just making conversation with anyone who will listen. Or anyone who might be out there listening to us, who can hear us. I'm doing
I don't know what's happened here. It's.
On ne sait plus.
I have no idea. This seems to be okay. I want to see something here for a second. Let's just quickly go.
Experiments.
I'm just going to experiment a little bit.
We're doing some experiments, friends.
We're going to. That's not.
The overhead?
No, that's just the overhead. Why will you? All right. Let's just. If this doesn't work, this is not going to work. Hello.
Hi.
Oh, scheiße. Hi. There we are.
Hi.
Okay, so we're just. You just stand there for a second while I just
stand here
quickly.
for 1 second.
You just talk to people. Well,
I talk to people this way.
I don't know what's going on. See, this is
We're
not
not sure what's happening, guys.
not working at all. So I don't. I think we're crashed. Basically, I think we're. I don't know what's going on. Why we're not getting a good feed. So let's just keep going. We'll hopefully it'll come back. What?
I don't know. I'm perplexed as to what is happening. So you know me. I was
Yeah,
chopping.
well, you said hold on. I don't know what you wanted to hold on for.
A better feed, a hero.
A better feed?
Sure.
Where do you want to go to a better feed?
I don't know.
Stop trying to answer the problem and let's just try to cook. I will fix this.
Remember about 9 months ago when we started this process and we used to have tech problems like, fairly recent, like regularly? I think this is way better. It's been a while since we haven't had one. If you can see me and you're watching, I'm turning on about a tablespoon of olive oil so that I can just cook the onion I just chopped up while everything went awry. Hi, friends. We're going to keep this handy. We're going to need it again a little bit later. So we're just going to heat this oil up. I've got it at about medium-ish. And we're just going to get those onions translucent. I don't like where I keep freezing. You know what? It's so funny. I shouldn't look over here because every time I freeze, I'm in the worst possible scenario over here. So yeah. I know you're trying to solve it.
Everybody's trying to solve our problem for us. Right now, I'm pretty sure it's our internet connection. I can't really solve this. Everything that's from my technical, all my computers, everything is fine.
That's pretty
Going.
Take that away before I...
It's what's on right now. I can't change it.
Nice. Can I have a spoon, though, at least, so I can cook these onions? So I'm going to walk you through this for this.
The only thing I can do is stop the stream and start the stream again. I don't know what else to do.
Well, then that's maybe what we should do.
Yeah, so we're going to do that. I'm going to stop the stream. We're going to start it again. So it'll show up wherever you are. Just wait. It'll come back.
Hang on, friends.
So we're
back.
going.